But honestly, he's 147. That's the truth. He's 147, maybe even 154. 140 might come around, but maybe not.
Henry Garcia just confirmed that Ryan Garcia will now fight at welterweight after defeating Devin Haney at super lightweight. He also stated that Ryan could even fight Terence Crawford at 154 if he decides to. Terence Crawford, meanwhile, has set his sights on becoming undisputed at super welterweight. This is what he had to say about the possibility of fighting Garcia.
If he do fight me, then that's 3 belts on the line. There's only one more to capture. So, potentially 3 fights, that's undisputed.
Ryan Garcia doesn't have a world title to his name yet, but has some bold plans for his next fight. So, what did he say about fighting at 147 pounds? Also, what are Crawford's plans at 154 pounds? Could we see Garcia fight Crawford at 154? Stick around and watch as we find out in today's video. Ryan Garcia has been planning his career for months now. Before he clashed with Devin in New York, Garcia made a bold call out to former undisputed champion Terence Crawford, challenging him to a fight. At the time, Crawford didn't respond to Kingry's challenge. However, ahead of his bout with Israil Madrimov, the pound-for-pound star has hinted about the possibility of fighting Garcia. Crawford, in his latest statements, expressed strong intentions to dominate the 154-pound division by becoming the undisputed champion. As he moves up from welterweight, where he held all the belts at one point, he's targeting 3 specific fights at this new weight. His immediate focus is on his upcoming bout with Israil Madrimov, whom he regards as a formidable contender in the junior middleweight division. Crawford is excited about this fight and appreciates the chance to headline a significant event like the Riyadh Season USA card. Crawford mentions the importance of each fight at 154 pounds, leading him closer to becoming an undisputed champion again. He is particularly eyeing a match with Sebastian Fundora, who currently holds the WBC and WBO belts. Crawford's strategy involves securing these titles, adding them to his collection, and setting the stage for a potential unification fight.
I always sparred bigger guys. I never sparred guys my weight because I was always too strong or hitting too hard, and I never could get the work that I really needed, so.
Beyond his fight plans, Crawford discussed his transition to the heavier weight class. He feels confident and strong, noting that he has always sparred with bigger opponents, which has prepared him for this move. He's not overly concerned about the adjustment to a higher weight class, as he believes his training and preparation habits will help him manage the transition smoothly. By the looks of it, Crawford doesn't seem interested in fighting Kingry at 147 pounds, where the star boxer is set to make his debut after his unexpected victory over Devin. Garcia is pumped up and eager to make a name for himself at a higher weight after missing out on a title at super lightweight due to him being 3 pounds overweight. Kingry explained the difficulties in making weight, saying, "I'm moving up. I'm not doing 140, I'm going 147. I can't make fucking 140. I've never even technically fought at 140. My body can't literally go lower than 143. It's impossible. I've tried every technique." He also talked about his chances at 154 pounds, saying,
I had a vision to fight Fundora at 154. I don't know why. I just feel like I could knock him out. I know that's really, really random, but I just feel like I could get a title at 154.
Moving to welterweight is probably the best decision for Garcia right now, as he has the opportunity to win the first belt of his career. Winning a belt at welterweight should be his priority if he wishes to earn a fight with the big names in the division. Calling out the likes of Crawford and Boots Ennis without any belts to show won't lead to the fights he wants. Crawford's trainer, Brian Bomack, also laughed off Garcia's call out of bud.
Brian did say, look, TC, we can run it. Would you guys ever entertain something like that? It'd be a shit ton of money.
That's a one-way fight, man. All money ain't good money. All right, baby.
In a recent interview, Bomack responded dismissively to Ryan Garcia's challenge to Crawford, indicating that such a fight would be heavily one-sided in favor of Crawford. In the brief conversation, Bomack emphasized that not all opportunities are worth pursuing, suggesting that a fight with Garcia would be a one-way fight. He implied that while the fight could be financially lucrative, all the money in the world, it might not be competitively meaningful or beneficial for Crawford's career, adhering to the adage that all money ain't good money. This comment underscores a cautious approach toward selecting opponents that offer substantive value and challenge rather than just financial incentives. Garcia's challenge to Terence Crawford can be seen as an impractical and potentially misguided venture, largely due to several key disparities between the two fighters in terms of experience, achievements, and weight class compatibility. Firstly, Ryan Garcia has not yet secured a world championship in his career, while Terence Crawford is a seasoned fighter with a reputation for dominating his divisions. Crawford is not only a two-time undisputed champion, but also a rare talent who has secured all 4 major titles in 2 weight classes, which speaks volumes about his skill level and strategic acumen in the ring. In contrast, Garcia, despite his popularity and undeniable talent, lacks the same level of accolades or proven track record at the highest levels of professional boxing. Moreover, the weight class issue presents a significant hurdle. Garcia has competed primarily in the lightweight division, and stepping up to challenge Crawford at welterweight, a division where Crawford has established dominance, poses substantial physical and strategic challenges. Garcia has never fought at welterweight, which makes it difficult to assess how his speed, power, and overall boxing technique would translate against larger and potentially stronger opponents like Crawford. This untested move into a higher weight class adds a layer of risk that could expose Garcia to a level of competition he is not prepared to handle. From a career perspective, Crawford has consistently focused on fights that enhance his legacy and position within the sport, often prioritizing title bouts and high-stakes matchups. A non-title fight against an unproven welterweight like Garcia does not align with Crawford's strategic approach to his boxing career. It offers minimal benefit in terms of legacy or financial incentives relative to the risks involved. Finally, the competitive mismatch between Garcia and Crawford cannot be overstated. Crawford is not only a technically superior boxer with a versatile fighting style adaptable to both orthodox and southpaw stances, but he also possesses the strategic intellect to dismantle opponents systematically. Garcia, while highly skilled, has not faced an opponent with Crawford's comprehensive skill set or strategic depth, making the potential matchup highly unfavorable for him. Besides, Crawford has already moved to the 154-pound division, where he will be fighting for the WBA belt against Madrimov. So a fight between Garcia and Terence Crawford is unlikely to happen unless Kingry also moves to super welterweight. Crawford will look to extend his professional boxing record to 41-0 when he takes on Madrimov in the ring on August 3rd. The Uzbekistan-born fighter holds a 10-0-1 record, with his last fight being a 5th-round knockout victory against Magomed Kurbanov on the Anthony Joshua Francis Ngannou undercard. Madrimov recently shared his thoughts about his next fight with Fight Hype.
Show my style for boxing fans, and maybe will be TKO.
Madrimov expressed his excitement about the opportunity to fight Crawford, acknowledging the challenge but also showing confidence in his own capabilities. Madrimov was notably surprised that Crawford accepted the fight, suggesting that he sees the matchup as a significant step up in competition. Madrimov highlighted his extensive amateur background as a foundational strength. With over 300 amateur fights under his belt and experience against international competitors, he believes this vast experience equips him well for the professional ranks. While he acknowledges that he doesn't have the same depth of experience in professional boxing as Bud, he emphasized that the quality and level of his early professional opponents have prepared him adequately for a high-caliber opponent like Crawford. In terms of his fighting style, Madrimov did not delve into specifics during the interview, but his confidence suggests he believes his style can pose unique challenges to Crawford. Known for his knockout power, Madrimov hinted at the potential for an impressive performance, possibly aiming for a knockout, though he remained humble and focused on showcasing his skills to boxing fans. Overall, Madrimov's comments reflect a fighter who is eager to prove himself on a larger stage and is not intimidated by the reputation of a seasoned champion like Crawford. YouTuber Showbiz the Adult also shared his reaction to Crawford's return to the ring, describing the upcoming fight as highly anticipated by Crawford fans and highlighting several aspects of the fight and its implications.
He got thunder in his hands. This Madrimov guy, WBA champion, because he won the vacant title his last fight. So this is a big fight.
He acknowledged Crawford's intent to take big fights as he nears the later stages of his career, noting that Crawford is focused on making financially rewarding moves. Showbiz the Adult depicted the fight not just as a compelling sporting event, but as a significant pay-per-view attraction, underscoring the commercial appeal of the bout. He pointed out Madrimov's impressive amateur record and his relatively recent ascent in professional boxing, mentioning Madrimov's WBA title victory in his last fight, which has helped set the stage for this high-profile matchup. He characterized Madrimov as a forward slugger with significant punching power, which he indicated could pose a unique stylistic challenge to Crawford compared to previous opponents. This contrast in fighting styles, according to Showbiz the Adult, could potentially make the fight more intriguing and unpredictable. Moreover, he discussed the broader context of the 154-pound division, where Crawford aims to become undisputed. He talked about the potential future matchups for Crawford, especially against fighters holding other major titles in the division, portraying these as strategic steps towards unifying the division. But what are your thoughts on Terence Crawford fighting Madrimov? Who wins this fight? Also, will Ryan Garcia fight Crawford in the future? Let us know in the comments. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications so that you never miss out on videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.